Welcome to Thriving Moms of Autistics podcast, a free resource for moms raising young autistic children. I am your host, Dr. Christina Wilson. I created Thriving Moms of Autistics after years of experience working with families and having my own autistic child. I coach moms of young autistics one-on-one to tap into their strengths, create a supportive community, set firm boundaries, and raise their autistic child with confidence. Subscribe to the podcast and check out the earlier episodes so you don't miss a thing. Now, let's get to it. Welcome, Mom. Passionate about supporting fellow moms and becoming their best selves. As I wrap up this final lesson for the upcoming Thrive course, which focuses on using your strength to navigate those unique challenges of raising an autistic child, I'm reminded of the power inherent in our strength. I truly believe that our strengths hold the key to problem solving. In this episode, we dive into how we can elevate and harness those strengths to thrive and tackle the challenges we encounter on our journey. So find the full transcript for this episode at thrivingmomsofautistics.com/101 and share the podcast with other moms to help them grow on their journey. Or you can also further that reach by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. I appreciate you. So, do all moms have strengths? And do all strengths have the same outcome? Yes, all individuals are born with strength. All of us, even though sometimes we don't believe that we even have any, we have them. And these are talents that we're born with. So they're innate. And we grow our abilities over time when we are more aware of them. So awareness is really important. So how cool is that? In fact, you want to grow them because strengths are the greatest resources you will have. Okay. And they're free, which is wonderful. As moms of autistics, we experience a lot of challenges, right? This is when you want to use those strengths. And why it's so important to identify and strengthen them along the way. So strengths serve as the foundation for building skills and gaining experiences and navigating the challenges to grow as a mom. As strengths, all strengths have the same outcome in terms of helping you through a struggle. So they're going to help you through a struggle. Okay. Now remember that strengths can actually be, you can build on your strengths and strengthen them. So that will definitely impact the outcome. But you'll still have a better outcome when you use your strengths, right? So once you've identified it, you can strengthen it over time to have an even better outcome in the future. So here are some examples of strength. First, I want you to remember that one person may have a strength that another person doesn't possess. We're all different. We're all unique and individuals. So we don't all have the exact same one. And strengths, like I said, can be strengthened over time. So it's like a muscle. You may have, say, you're looking at 3 different strengths, but they're not all the same because some are stronger than others. But that doesn't mean that the ones that aren't as strong, you can't strengthen. I hope that makes sense. So here's some examples, okay? Curiosity, that is a strength that is the desire to learn and explore new ideas and new ways of thinking about things. Optimism, that's just, looking at the bright side of things and expecting a positive outcome. Okay. adaptability. This is one of my favorite. It's adjusting to change with more comfort and ease. Now, I have talked to many, many, many moms raising autistic children, and they often say, I am so much more adaptable now than I used to be since raising my child. Um, so it's not that they didn't have that strength before, it's just that they're strengthening it as they grow their child. They are growing as a human being themselves. Empathy. So that's the ability to understand and share feelings, the feelings of others. Um, it's imagining what it might be like to be in their shoes, and respecting their experiences, even though you may not totally understand it. And we'll talk more about that later. So, how can moms identify their strength and gain powerful resources? Well, it is possible. Okay. And in my upcoming course, I use evidence based tools to help you learn more about your innate strength. Of course, I'm not going to do it right now on the podcast because it does take some time. Okay. But what I'm going to do instead is give you a different kind of another version of how to get to your strengths. And that is to um, ask some powerful questions. Okay. That are going to guide you in learning more about your strengths. So you can write these down, or you can check out the transcript for the episode. If you missed any of the questions, they'll be right there for you. Okay. So the first, and there's quite a few of these. So, what activities make you feel most energized and fulfilled? When faced with a challenge, what qualities, your personal qualities, do you rely on to get you through? And what compliments do you receive from others, from family and friends? And do they ever say, hey, the way you did that, that was really great. And that made a lot of sense. Um, or you made that look easy. In what areas do others come to you for help or advice? And can you recall a moment when you overcame an obstacle successfully? And what skills did you use? And what are some things that you do effortlessly that others might find challenging? Because, our innate strengths, they don't require a lot of effort from us, when we built them and strengthened. So, how do you handle stress? And what does it reveal about your capabilities? What are you doing specifically to handle? What past achievements are you the most proud of? Um, and what are the strengths that contribute to those successes? What hobbies or tasks do you naturally excel in and enjoy? And how do you inspire and motivate your children or others? And one of my strengths is empowering others to be their best and cheering them on, while giving them tools and resources. So every time we explore this in an episode, I feel so much excitement about it. Like it really lights me up. And that is a sign that you're using one of your strengths. So, what, okay, what comes in? And when you're identifying your, well, I mentioned that strengths help you through daily challenges, right? They also serve as the foundation for building skill, gaining experiences, and navigating the challenges to grow as a mom and a human being. So, what does this mean as a mom of an autistic? Well, I defined various strengths, and there's many more strengths, by the way. Now let's explore these strengths in the life of an autism mom. First, I want you to remember that when you leverage your strength, you deal with challenges more effectively. But you also nurture your own well being. And love that. And you will too. When a mom is empathetic to her child's feeling, and we did talk about empathy before, so I'm going to apply this. Even the ones that they don't fully understand the why behind them, they can provide comfort to their child in that moment. And that is so powerful. With my son, if I just calmly say, hey, I'm right here. I don't fully understand what's going on, but you're not alone. I'm with you and I'm going to help you through that. That makes such a difference when we use strength and patience by remaining calm during our child's struggles. We provide a positive environment for the child and for ourselves. And this allows the child to de-escalate quicker. And in the end, we are less likely to escalate ourselves. Important, because when we escalate, they escalate even more, right? When we're adaptable, we are flexible. And that means that we're open to change that occurs when routines change, and they often do, and can best support our child through these changes. Resilient moms bounce back more quickly from setbacks and can forward in tough situation. And we teach our child too, right? Moms with the strength of advocacy are strong communicators. Their determination empowers them to advocate for their child and themselves. Yes. And this means setting boundaries with others who don't get autism, right? So when the Thriving Moms of Autistics podcast started, it had reached about 22 countries within the first year. And we have reached even more so. Now, I believe that there's power in numbers. And what I mean by that is, well, it's something that I do want to share with you, but this stirs something within me. Okay. I know what it means to have a community of others who get autism, and it is so, so powerful. So I want to share something that I've been thinking about. And there are many online communities, and I do belong to a lot of different ones. I'm usually on social media that bring peers together. Um, but what if I developed an online community where moms can come together from all corners of the world? Yes, to explore their own well being, connectedness, and gain support. What do you think about that? I want to hear from you. You can connect with me on X, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or you can even email me at Christina@thrivingmoms.com, of autistics.com. Okay, Christina@thrivingmomsofAutistics.com. So you can email me there. I want to know what you need. It really helps as I develop strategies to help and support you, just like the communities, um, the online community, the course, coaching opportunity. I want to know. Okay. So thank you for allowing me to support you. And I hope this helped. And I look forward to meeting with you again next week.
Thanks for listening to Thriving Moms of Autistics podcast. Be sure to leave a review and tell other moms of autistics about the podcast. Let's support each other. Find the full transcript for this episode at thrivingmomsofautistics.com. And be assured, you are not alone in your journey.